It's quiz time here at Newcastle Fans TV, representing AFC England. It's Kyle, Paul, Rob and Will, and in the other corner, Black and White Delights, Johnny, Lee, Mark and Chris. Two teams battle amongst each other, 4 rounds. Who's got the best knowledge? Let the battle commence. Even before we begin round 2, AFC England's team is in tatters. Starman Rob Spieral, aka Statman, can't connect his laptop, can't connect his mobile, can't connect his tablet. The lad is stuck in a time machine back in 1997. He has to withdraw. Kyle comes in at the last minute. Can Kyle step up to the plate? Kyle versus Mark. Must be kind of hard carrying Rob on your shoulders tonight, isn't it? Your shoulders a bit sore?
I mean, thankfully he's probably the lightest in the group, so you know, it shouldn't be too hard.
Right then. And the questions that Rob had for Mark, can you remember Mark?
It's Bobby Robson, isn't it, Mark?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So we've got Bobby Robson questions for Mark. Right, okay. Right, okay. So we're going to give him with question 1. Who scored the first goal for Newcastle in the opening game of the 2012-13 season?
Do I get a clue who we played?
Not part of the question.
It's 2012-2013 season. I think this was a question yesterday. Actually, we played Tottenham in the 2012-13 season, and I kind of slipped over it yesterday because I says Ben Arthur's penalty that I thought was the opening, but it's not. It's Demba Ba scored, so I'll go with Demba Ba.
Right, final answer.
Final answer.
Mark, did you know you had this question last night?
No.
No. I think he's got that one right, don't you think?
Yeah.
Yeah, obviously you didn't know that. It's not your fault again. We're blaming Rob for that. So obviously, Kyle, you're off to a good start. That was just luck, innit? So well done.
To be fair, I got that question wrong yesterday and I tripped over myself, so it's kind of came full circle, that one. Question
1 for you, Mark. How many semi-finals did Newcastle reach under Sir Bobby Robson? And this has inserted brackets, does not include the Intertoto Cup. All we need is a number of how many semi-finals.
I can only remember 1.
You tell me.
I'm gonna go with 1 because that's the only one sticking in my mind.
Kyle, do you know? Do you want to have a guess?
I know what it is.
What is it then?
It's 2. Got beat off Chelsea in the I think it was the League Cup semi-final, the FA Cup semi-final, and then the Drogba semi-final where you weren't you Arsenal in the UEFA Cup 2004.
Yep, spot on. It was 2. How about Mark, man? Come on, you might be on my team.
I forgot the UEFA Cup. I didn't realise. I forgot we got that far. I thought it was the quarters.
Who scored the winning goal against Atramitos, if I said that right, in the UEFA Cup at home?
Vukic.
Final answer?
Final answer.
Look at Mark smiling. Again, this came up last night again. Oh, yeah. Yeah, spot on. What's
I yeah.
How many points were we on in the 99-2000 season when Sir Bobby Robson took over from rude, sexy football Hullet?
It's a bit of a bastard of a question, isn't it?
I know, that's what I'm thinking.
That's Rob, isn't it? Have a guess.
29.
29? Took over after about 7 or 8 games. Definitely not.
Oh dear.
Definitely not. No, we were bottom of the league, if I remember. Well, bottom or second bottom with Sheffield Wednesday, I think, were joint bottom. It was the answer was 1. 1 point we were on.
I guessed in my head 8, so...
This is for Kyle. Which substitute came on to score a goal in the December 2012 game against QPR?
QPR. 2012 QPR.
Yeah.
Trying to think what predicament that season, to be honest.
Oh, I love that millionaire music in the background. Like a thinking music, isn't it?
December 2012. Pardew would have been manager. There was a run of games where we beat QPR 1-0. So it's like, I'm trying to like bridge the gap. I know Gouffran scored against them. I think that was 2014. Leon Best scored against them. I think Ben Arthur scored against them as well. So it's like, it's one of them.
There you go.
QPR. I'll go with Ben Arthur. I don't think it is though.
Look at Mark smiling. No, it's not. It's not. No. It was this man.
Shola, bastard. I thought, I was thinking Shola didn't score that many goals unless it was Sunderland, but fair enough, Shola.
Yeah, got on the score sheet. Right then, Mark. So back to you. Who was signed for just $2 million from Spurs to later become Bobby Robson's last signing for the club?
Bloody hell. But hell.
Stop looking at Google.
That, to be honest, the only person I can think of that I can remember playing for Spurs and signing for us was Stephen Carr.
On John Riedlin. Is that your final answer?
I'm going to go with Stephen Carr.
Stephen Carr's correct. Yep, spot on. Yeah, well done. So, yeah, Stephen Carr was his last signing. Who scored a brace against Cardiff away from home in October 2013?
Remy.
Sure.
Yeah.
How certain are you?
Very.
Yeah, well done. Yeah, spot on. It was like Remy as well. How you doing, Harry? Kyle? Forget about Rob. Get him.
I know. Who is Rob?
Who is he? Stuck in 1997.
Better looking version with less puns.
Yeah, and at least you're in 2019.
And I'm in 2019 with a phone.
Oh, he's gonna hate us. He's so gonna hate us. Right, multiple choice question. How many games is the longest unbeaten streak we endured under Robson in the league? Is it A, 6? Is it B, 7, C, 8, or is it D, 9? Hard.
I am.
Did it.
I'm going to say 6.
6. And you are incorrect. The answer was 9. To be fair, I didn't know that one.
I didn't, but I had like a... the background was when we won all those games under Pardew and won like 8 on the bounce. It was that they were like saying, "Oh, can he reach Bobby Robson's record?" But I couldn't remember how many it was, and I know it fell short. Where Pardew fell short, like he did most of his tenure. To be fair.
Who scored the last goal in the game against Cardiff in the home game of the same season as the previous question?
Well, I know we won that game 3-0 at Cardiff because I was there, and we relegated them that day. And Ollie's at the wheel was the manager of Cardiff that day as well, and we all laughed at Craig Bellamy. Who scored? I know Shola scored 2, but I can't remember who scored the third one. And I don't know if Shola scored the third goal or if this other player did. So it's
50-50.
one of them. Actually, no, Shola scored the first 2 goals. Who scored the third?
Mark's sitting there praying he hopes he gets it wrong.
I know Remy. It wasn't Remy because, like, later in the season, Remy didn't score too many goals in the latter end of the season, so it wasn't Remy. Latter end of the season. You know what it is? I'm gonna have a calculated Shola, I guess, because
Shola last.
Yeah, I'm gonna go with Shola. Don't think it was mine.
That smile is back on Mark's face once more. What's the answer, Mark?
I can't remember when I was writing it, but was it Stevie Taylor?
It was Stevie Taylor, yeah, he put it down.
Shola, right, okay, so Shola scored the other 2 goals.
Yeah, so, right, Mark, chance to pull one back. In April 2002, who scored twice against Blackburn to secure Champions League qualification?
April 2002.
I think it is too obvious to go with Shearer because Rob wouldn't be that obvious.
Who are you picking? Get an answer. What answer?
I'm going to have to go on Shearer.
And you are right to go for Mr. Alan Shearer. It was Shearer, I got a double, didn't he?
Do you know what? I'm thinking Shearer's the only one I can think of that can score a double, but then I'm thinking...
he went well with the celebrations and slid. Was that not the same game? It
was, actually.
So the scores at half-time is Kyle is sitting on 3. Mark is sitting on 2. Close game. We're halfway. Let's crack on to number 6. Who scored the second goal in the cup game against Morecambe in August 2013?
Second goal against Morecambe. This came up yesterday, this Morecambe game, and I have no idea. I have no recollection of it. Morecambe. Oh, I do remember it, man. We won 2-0, I think. Who scored though? Shola?
Oh, you're very, very close. But Mark, who was it?
If he scores, we're on the pitch.
Yeah, it's his brother, Sammy. Yeah, Sammy.
Okay.
Right then, so chance to equalise. In what season under Robson did the club accumulate the most wins in all competitions? Was it the 99 to 2000 season? Was it the 2000 to 2001 season? Was it the 01 to 02, 02 to 03, or was it 03 to 04? What was the answer?
Speaking of that, though, the top that I'm wearing's off one of them seasons.
I'm going to say 01-02 season.
So you're saying 01 to 02 season. 01-02, we got 27 wins. It's a lot, isn't it?
That would win you a title these days, that.
But the next season we won more games, Mark, unfortunately.
You know what? I was going to go with the next season.
The next
we thought it was 01-02 because we were top at Christmas, weren't we?
Exactly. That was my thought behind it, and I was thinking we were talking would be Arsenal away to go top.
That was my logic too.
Who scored both goals in the home league win in August 2011 against Fulham?
August 2011 against Fulham. Can't even remember this game. I really can't.
I think I can because I think I was in Blackberry's executive box for this game.
Beating Johnny?
No, Johnny wasn't there at the time. It was good out Freddie.
It's your question, you should obviously know it. What we're going for, Kyle? If you don't know, you may as well guess.
August 2011 against Fulham. Trying to think roughly what players we had at the time. Kevin Nolan? Carroll?
Dance Nolan?
I think I'll go with Nolan. Why not?
No, it was Leon Best. And if you remember what Johnny was talking about, remember? Yeah. Who scored a hat-trick against Brentford to send Newcastle through in the League Cup? Which player scored a hat-trick against Brentford through the League Cup? Third round.
I'm trying to think, because I don't think Bobby would have probably played his full strength team for a League Cup game.
I think you've mentioned this in the car, Lee. I'm sure you have. On the way down the road.
Might have.
Might have done.
I'm loving that Millionaire music. Dead groovy. Like proper thinking music. You can see that Mark's thinking hard. Give us your answer. You don't know, guess.
Carl Court.
Oh my god, Carl Court. No, it was Craig Bellamy.
Carl Court. I don't even think he scored 3 goals his entire career. Yeah.
I was there because it was 1-1. I'm sure it went extra time. Then Bellamy went on bag hat-trick and we won 4-1. I'm sure of it.
I say you didn't mention extra time there. Come on there.
No, I'm sure it was extra time. I know it was 4-1 eventually. Newcastle beat Everton at home in the league, November 2011. Who scored the first goal?
These November, like from November to December, like 2011. It's very favourite this.
Maybe Mark knows a lot about this time.
2011. November 2011. Was it Ryan Taylor?
You want to say Ryan Taylor?
I'll go for Ryan Taylor. Why not?
Mark, you try to be clever with this answer. Do you want to explain?
Johnny Heitinger.
It was an own goal.
Well, how am I supposed to get that?
Oh, when I seen that question, I thought, oh, yeah.
To be honest, though, at the time, these questions were for Rob.
Yeah.
I thought I needed to put something in there that could throw him.
Rounded to the nearest multiple of 10, how many goals did we score in all competitions under Robson? So you basically got to think of what a number from 5 year, don't you? Total it up.
And now one thing, you can round that number up and shove it up his arse, whoever thought of the question.
So he doesn't want the precise number, he just wants it to the nearest.
What, in the whole of Robson's era?
Yeah. I believe that's what the question that Rob's given. So 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70 to the nearest multiple of 10. I don't know it. You're just going to have a random guess. It's too difficult. How many goals are scored over a season? Averagely, times up by 5? Don't know.
It depends if we're going on this season, not that many. I'll go with 380.
Carl, do you want to have a guess?
280, 270.
That's not higher than that. You're not far off, Mark. Incorrect. But it was 420. You're not far off.
Oh, no, I was going to go with 400. I'd have still been off anyway, but...
I need to close the gap off yesterday, and anyway, so if I get both questions right and get the 5 points, it leaves only like 2 or 3 points behind you. Yeah. Round 3.
Question 9. Who scored the only goal for Newcastle in November 2011 league game against Man City?
Only goal, November 2011 against Man City.
Yeah. This is probably what Man City just starting to become good.
I don't think we'll beat them, because we've only beat them twice in the last 25 times we've played them. The last time we played them, and then the League Cup.
This is when they had like Alano was that before that, like Adebayor, that kind of era, isn't it?
Yeah. Take a random guess, mate. We'll go with Lovenkrands.
Yeah, Lovenkrands was incorrect.
Wrong, I know.
It was a difficult one. It was Dan Gosling.
I remember the game. We got humped 4-1.
Right, Dan Gosling, Robson's 100th win as Newcastle manager came in a European tie. But who were the opposition?
Tell you what, like, these questions are a hell of a lot harder than they were yesterday. On both sides.
So you think of all the European games Robson had.
It probably isn't. I don't know why, but I've just got like a Feyenoord stuck in my head. But I don't think it was that.
When he dances on the touchline.
Yeah.
What we're going for?
See, the two I've got in my mind is either Juve or Feyenoord.
Well, got one hit. Let's go. 50-50.
Yeah, I'll just go with Feyenoord.
Kyle, do you know the answer?
No.
The correct answer was NEC Breda or NAC Breda. In the UEFA Cup. We beat them 5-0 home, didn't we? Final question. Which player scored the third goal in the 2011-2012 away game against West Brom? That's
So, right, repeat the question.
Which player scored the third goal in the 2011-12 away game against West Brom?
Third. I remember this game actually, like, because we blew them away in the first half. We proper hammered them. It was like our best half under Pardew.
Was there ever a best half under Pardew?
No, we proper blew them off the park.
Second half.
Ben Arthur.
Ben Arthur was incorrect. That leaves it open for Mark to try and get one back.
Who was it?
The Gateshead. There's a clue.
What?
Is it Gateshead?
Okay.
He's coaching at the minute.
Mike Williamson. Final question. How many occasions did we score at least 4 goals in a game in all competitions under Robson? So it's not the goals, it's how many times we hit 4. Oh man, that's tough.
It's flipping ridiculous, that, like, I'm not gonna lie. How's he meant to know that?
And
No one in the comments will get it. I don't know it. Lee doesn't know it. Mark doesn't know it. If Mark gets it, it's a guess. Like, you know what I mean? Like, Rob's been a flipping wanker there, like.
He's been a wanker with quite a few of the questions.
Gonna have to have a guess, Mark. If you don't know, it's too difficult. That, like, people in the live chat will be just randomly guessing now. What we're going for?
11.
11. Look at Kyle. Look at Mark. Look at Kyle. Look at Mark. The answer was 21. 21. And that means, Kyle, your team has won.
And I've pulled it back from yesterday, yeah?
Not a big scoring game.
Nope. Second half of that quiz was terrible. I think we both got 0 to 5.
The fact is, though, he only won by the fact that 2 of the answers he knew off last night's video, or last time's video.
Hey, the crisis is pulled off. It's come good. Maybe that's a blessing in disguise, because Kyle teams has won. He added 5-point bonus, so that would mean Kyle wins 8-2, which we're total the 2 games up. We are on 14. When I say we, that is Black and White Delight and AFC England are now on 12. 14-12, halfway into the quiz.
Yeah. Good luck, Chris and Will tomorrow.
Will and Chris are meant to be on next. Maybe we'll switch around with me and Paul, depending on the availability.
Half of the questions were 2012, 2011.
Yeah, most of the questions were 2011. The year Rob is still in with his technology, with his not yet phone. Thank you very much for watching, everybody. Let us know what you think in the live chat. Another quiz coming up in a day or two. Ta-ra, bye-bye.